Hi, welcome to my channel, Generational Gooner. Do me a favour, like and subscribe. It's all free and it will help me grow my channel. Right, let's get into it. This is the starting 11 for the Leeds game, our first game at home at the Emirates. And firstly, I'm going to give you some player information before you get that 11. Right. Bild, the publication for Germany, have said on Havertz's injury, which he picked up at Old Trafford through the Ugarte challenge, he's got to have an injection in his knee to find out if that, because there's apparently some floating stuff going in his knee, and it could be cartilage. I don't know, but that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is that he's going to have to go under the knife. So don't expect to see Kai Havertz in an Arsenal team squad in the near future. At least Christmas at best if he goes under the knife. But we will wait and see. But don't expect him to see him in an Arsenal shirt or in the squad in the near future. Right. Better news. Fabrizio Romano saw a tweet. He said as he didn't play in the Crystal Palace game, their first game in the Europa Conference, he will be doing a medical this morning, and he has to all paperwork is done, and he has to pass that medical by 12 p.m. to be eligible for the Leeds game. That might have, at time of recording, that might have already happened, but hopefully he's passed it. I'm sure he will, but in time for the Leeds game. If he has in time for the Leeds game, I think he would be in the squad or on the bench at least, but or if he hasn't passed it in time, then he'll be announced on the pitch, hopefully, and that'll give the Emirates be buzzing. Emirates Eze. There was two players I wanted. I've said it before. Gyökeres and Emirates Eze. Looks like we got both of them. We've definitely got one. And we're just coming to the last stages of getting Emirates Eze. Right. My team lineup. Right. I'm going for David Raya in goal. He had a bit of a shaky start, rolling the ball out to William Saliba, putting him in trouble at Old Trafford, nearly giving a penalty away in the first 10 minutes at Old Trafford. And United started the game fast and electrifying and shock up. I do believe it shocked us a bit, but we recovered after, and then we went 1-0 on the 12th minute from a lovely corner from Declan Rice, and Calafiori on the back post nodded it in. We held on, so and David Raya made some great saves and found himself with the man of the match. Right, I'm going for Benjamin White on right back. Good pre-season. Played all right on Old Trafford, our first game of the season. And next to him, William Saliba. Shaky start, but he had a great pre-season. But shaky start to the game at Old Trafford, like most of our defence did in the first 10-20 minutes. But he recovered and we defended well to get the 1-0 victory and the 3 points from Old Trafford. Gabriel, the beast at the back, did the same. There was a few shaky moments, but defended really, really well, especially in the second half and especially at the end when we were holding on to a 1-0 victory. Right, I've been juggling my left back up and down, but I watched the Leeds United game versus Everton, which Leeds United come out with all 3 points, and I thought they were really good, fast, pacey, and a player last time Leeds were in the Premier League, I thought was really good prospect, and that was, if I butcher his name, I'm sorry, Ganato, is it? Right winger, and he was fast, pacey, and electrifying. I was going to play Miles Lewis-Skelly in this game, as we were at home, but I've been thinking about it, and because of their fast, right-sided player and their wide players, they looked really exciting. Whether they play like that against Arsenal we'll see, but I expect them to go defensive as they got the 3 points against Everton. But I've picked Jurrien Timber, solid defender, played left back before, and we'll deal with him. And I want to have a good defensive lineup where we don't concede many goals this season, but I've got a feeling right back or both full-backs will change throughout the season, but especially in the league and the Champions League. But that's my back 5. In front of them will be Zubimendi. Had a good welcome to the by Umbremo. Elbow to the face. Welcome to the Premier League. We didn't get. It should have been a foul. Should have been, but we didn't get it. It was at Old Trafford. So Zubimendi then found his feet. I thought he's got a good touch, a good range of passing. Alongside him, if Eze comes through the door and will be on the bench if he's past his medical in time, this player will be under a lot of pressure. I do believe Eze can play in the front 5 attacking positions comfortably, but to me he's in the middle dictating play, but and runs and dribbles and makes things happen and gets on the end and scores a lot of goals and lots of assists. But Odegaard, the pressure's on you now, I do believe. Ethan Nwaneri biting at your heels, and you will have Eze to compete with. But if you link up well with Ben White and who I'm going to say next, Saka on the right, they've got great link-up play, and especially when White overlaps, and for Saka to move inside. But Odegaard, you're under a lot of pressure, in my opinion. Whether Arteta thinks that is to be seen, but Rice will be next to him. But as I said, Odegaard, you're going to be under a lot of pressure. Right, Rice next to him, as I said, him and Zubimendi can swap over the roles in defensive midfield, but I expect offensively that Rice will be up and down, creating chances and driving into the box and against Leeds defenders. And if he can win the ball, he didn't have his greatest game at Old Trafford, but forget about that and concentrate on the home game. Right, so that's my midfield 3, Zubimendi, Rice and Odegaard, Saka on the right, Right, I've been tossing this up, but Trossard didn't come on, even though he signed a contract extension. He didn't come on to the pitch at Old Trafford. Martinelli started, and Martinelli, you're another one, because Eze can play off the left easily. Easily he can play in your position. I do think there was reports 80 million from the Saudis. I guarantee I definitely would take that. I think Martinelli's nothing personal, but I think you've hit your peak at the Arsenal. You've hit the ceiling, and you've done well whilst you've been in to get where you were when you were in the Brazilian leagues. But I think time is running out, or has run out. But you'll start the game, as Trossard hasn't had enough minutes. But it's now or never. You're under severe pressure. You're under severe pressure to produce. You could play, if you're not sold, as a forward for the to back up Gyökeres, as Havertz is injured for a long time, as I've just said previously. But if that happens, it remains to be seen. But as I said, if these links are true, with the Saudis wanting you for 80 million, 50 plus, I'd take and put that towards another beautiful signing, if it's feasible, Rodrigo. But even Semenyo from Bournemouth had a good game against Liverpool. But you're a lucky boy to be playing still at the Arsenal, I feel. But too many seasons underperforming. Right, I'll leave Martinelli alone now. I think he'd be on the left. And Gyökeres, as I've already said, get another goal. You got your last goal at the Emirates last time you played there in the last pre-season game. And get a couple of goals. Prove what quality striker you really are. And I'm desperate for you to score again at the Emirates. And so we can sing your song and see what you are. I believe in you. I think you're a quality player, and you just needed to get fit and get some game time. Great finisher. We've got to learn how to play with you positionally, but so you can get the ball in the right areas, but get the crosses in, and I do believe you will score. I think we will win 3-1. Take all 3 points home and keep the winning record up in the Premier League. 6 points, and hopefully Liverpool will drop points against Newcastle on Monday night, and all the Manchester City drop points, and draw that game against Tottenham. I did want Tottenham to I forgot it was Tottenham you were playing. I reject that comment. Draw will do. Right, up the Arsenal. Who to beat? Who to be a gooner? Right, like and subscribe. See ya. Laters.